What's up, ladies? Happy Friday. I hope everyone is actually happy that it's the end of the week and that we're ready to enjoy the weekend. I'm actually happy to be here in New York. I'm in a park right now and it's kind of warm, even though it's still very gray and very winterish. So I wanted to jump in a quick video today because I wanted to tell you a little bit about how I felt during the vacation that I took. I went a couple of days, almost 5 days to Dominican Republic. It was a very beautiful country. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about how I felt. Oh, there's a squirrel. And some of the things that I like to do when I come back to New York or when I come back to my house after a trip to actually bring back the balance to my life and to my gut specifically. There's somebody there watching. I don't know who that is, but hi. So this is what I call a 3-day or a 5-day protocol. And it really is going to tackle 3 things. One thing, it has to be your mindset. So you have to be in a mindset of actually wanting to purify your body, clean yourself, and get back to balance. And actually cleanse your body from toxins. The second thing is, it is about food, the foods that hey Angie, yo. It's actually about the foods that we consume. Hola Nati. It's awesome that you guys just joined because you're very familiar with the protocol that I'm going to be talking about and you actually found it helpful. I think specifically to reduce bloating and to get the bowel movements. Okay, and so again, this protocol is going to require for you to keep in mind 3 things. One is your mindset. Again, a mindset of trying to connect to yourself and trying to think about purifying your body. The second thing is going to require your body. We're going to do some movements and some exercises specifically for this purification protocol. And then the third thing is going to be the food that you intake and some of the herbs that you're going to have as well. So the first step for this protocol, you can do a 3-day one or a 5-day one. It depends on how do you feel. I recommend that you start with a 3-day one. Yay, New York. Yeah, actually this is pretty close to where you used to work. Well, 14th Street. So, okay, going back to the steps. First, I want you to pick, if you're going to do the short protocol, the 3-day one, which I think is the one that you should start with, I want you to pick 3 days that you know you're probably not going to have to go out, you're not going to have to be attending a lot of social events, so that you can, just 3 days that you know you're going to be able to go home and try to be a little bit more focused on what you're feeling and what your needs are versus just trying to help everyone else. And so once we pick the 3 days, I usually do them Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, just because I like to get it in the middle of the week. I don't like to do it on weekends just because for me it's harder. And so the way it works is the following. If you're going to do a 3-day protocol, ideally the first day, what I want you to do is to eat veggies and fruits. And I know it sounds hard and I know it sounds almost impossible, but when you do it a couple of times, when you are open to possibilities, when you're open to new recipes, hello, mommy, you're gonna see, you're definitely gonna feel the change in your body. So again, first step, pick 3 days that you feel that you're gonna be at home, that you're gonna be able to do things for yourself, and then once you have those 3 days, the first day we're gonna be eating fruits and veggies. Also, you can start eating some nuts as well if you get too hungry. Again, we're trying to think about fiber, fats, and proteins. So nuts will be as well for you to eat during the first day. Now, the second day of the protocol, the 3-day, which is the shortest one, it's going to be eating fruits. And what I mean by fruits is essentially everything that hangs on a tree. And we can also include avocados because they are considered fruits in some countries. So again, it's going to be your berries, it's going to be bananas, it's going to be cantaloupes, it's going to be melons, it's going to be apples. And then if you're looking for something a little bit more salty, you can do avocados as well. And you can also have some nuts with regulation. Now, for some people that have problems with sugar, they tend to avoid fruits just because it might be too sweet for their organism, for their body. So what you can do is try to stay within the berries families. Those are the ones with lower um, glycemic index, and so those are the ones that should be more beneficial for you. And also add some of the nuts as well. So stick to the berries, avoid the bananas, avoid the papayas, avoid the mangoes, which are the sweeter fruits. Stay with the berries. Apples is fine, pears are fine, and then definitely nuts as well. And then for the third day, we're gonna go back to fruits and veggies. Now, when it comes to drinks, you can definitely drink different teas. I recommend ginger, because in Ayurveda, for instance, ginger it's one of the roots that we use to kind of like activate the angi in your stomach. So that's going to help with the metabolism, and that's going to help as well with the with your digestive system. So again, it's just, for me, it's really a great way to get back into the rhythm of things. After I do these protocols, usually I tend to see a more normal bowel movement. And it sounds hard, but it's not as hard. It's just 3 days of your life where you're going to be focusing more in what you need, what your body actually needs. And so at the end, I mean, I have experienced it for myself, and I have clients and I have friends that have done it as well. And they truly feel, first of all, with more energy. They feel their stomachs definitely feels flatter. You can feel a little bit bloated in between days, just because your body's not used to the amount of fiber. But afterwards, you can definitely feel the benefits of a flatter stomach and a metabolism that's ready to eat more things. So it's going to be, we're going to improve your metabolism as well with this protocol. Now, the 5-day one, it's one that I like it as well, specifically when I feel that I need more time to get back into balance, when I feel like my body, my organism is really not doing well at all. And so the way the 5-day ones work is, the first day we're going to do veggies, fruits, but also legumes. So you can eat beans, and that's going to help you stay satisfied longer. So if you have more time, if you want to go into it with a little bit more of time, you're going to see more results as well if you do the 5-day one. Then on the second day, it's going to be veggies and fruits. The third day is going to be just fruits. The fourth day, we're going to go back to veggies and fruits. And the fifth day, we're going to add legumes as well. And then after that, you have to be really mindful about what you're adding into your diet, because after just removing animal protein and removing essentially some of the processed sugar and removing some of the caffeine, for instance, you might feel at the beginning of the protocol a little bit lightheaded. You might feel a little bit, hi, Cindy Maria. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy that you joined the video. So I'm almost done here with the protocols, but you can listen to it and see if you want to try it, depending on how you feel, obviously. And so, again, for the 5-day one, when thinking about reintroducing the foods, just go little by little. I will try to stay away from the heavy things that are heavier to digest, like red meat, and start incorporating, let's say, eggs for the 5th day, maybe dairy on the 7th day, and if you feel like you needed maybe some meat and animal protein on the 7th day. So again, this is more of a longer term type of protocol. The couple of things that I wanted to mention as well, besides the food, is that I would recommend that for those 3 or 5 days, you really try to set some time aside, maybe 5 minutes or so, to either 1, do some meditation, or 2, do some journaling about things that are important to you, journaling about how you're feeling, or meditation. And meditation can be something as simple as just picturing an image, and then just try to hold that image in your mind, or in your mind for as long as possible. Or even concentrating on your breathing, just try to focus your attention for 5 minutes on one thing. And then when it comes to movement, I would recommend some light movement, some light exercises, so walking, jogging maybe, but nothing too crazy, not lifting weights, not doing a lot of endurance exercises like running for an hour or so, because then that's probably going to cause more damage because you're not eating enough to sustain that kind of activity. So with that, guys, that's kind of like my little secret. It's essentially what I try to do every time I feel constipated. I feel like my mind is blurred, when I feel that I'm not myself. And once I reset my body, I feel back on track. I get more energy and definitely feel flattered and less bloated. So if you want to try it, let me know. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you have any questions. I can send you some recipes that I use. And I hope this was helpful. I will see you guys next week, and thank you for joining. Again, if you think another friend might benefit from this group, please send them the link. I will be more than happy to have more people in the community. Thank you again, and have a great weekend. Besos.